Oi, oi, it's Wednesday night, it's Champions League night, and guess what? We're not in it. So we've got a little brief one for you. How you doing, Steph? I see you in the house. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, it is a good job to hit your notification, to be fair. It might only be me and you talking for a little while, but look, that's how it is. That's how it is. Um, the big one. Well, not even a big one. It's one that I've been pondering in my own mind, to be fair. Obviously, Sesko came in. We made our choice instead of Gyökeres as a club. He's been hit and miss to a certain extent. 1 second, sorry. Yeah, he's been hit and miss for a certain extent. He's a, yo.
Sorry about that. You know, my timing is a bit off. Unlike Sesko, who's gonna be banging in the goals very soon. How are you, Mr. B?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. I'm good, man. I'm tired. I'm tired today, bro. You can tell by my messages. I'm very, brother. I'm very, 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 very tired. But yeah, look, I'm glad you're here. It saves me talking to myself. Sesko. Obviously, we got him. We had the choice of maybe him and Gyökeres. It wasn't our choice. Let's make it clear. Arsenal chose Gyökeres, and we ended up with Sesko. Now, obviously, as Man United fans, I'm gonna have a bias towards Sesko. And he's working, but we'll save that for a slightly different show. But obviously, MBUEMO started the last game under Amarin. Obviously, MBUEMO played wide, and Sesko kind of had a free rein in that position. Obviously, since Carrick's come in, things have changed a little bit. I know it's only 2 games. I know Sesko's young, and I understand that MBUEMO is Premier League proven, but without any extra games, the straight 15 that we've got left now, how much game time can you see him getting, Yabba?
Well, you make good comparisons there between what we've got available to us, you know. So you're comparing it to MBUEMO, and the key thing you said there is MBUEMO is a lot older and he's Premiership proven. As Bounce says, internet ready, he's Premiership ready, you know. And I think it's a good balance, because in a squad you need to have experienced players, younger players, because the younger players they can't expect to walk into the side. Even though he's done the business, he's been the first team all his life abroad, whether in Austria or you know, for Slovenia or even Germany, Red Bull. He's come to Man United and he's got to kind of like settle and build up to becoming great. You can't just walk in. I remember Ian Rush went to Liverpool. He didn't start straight away. He came from Chesterfield. No matter how much they paid for him at the time, which was a lot of money, he didn't start straight away. He needed time to get into understand his surroundings and get involved, you know. And I think that's perfect for him, because if he was like a proven 29, 30-year-old, he would be complaining, wouldn't you say, Mr. B, on the bench?
Well, yeah, and this is the part of it that I kind of worry about. I know he's new, but because he was starting, I understand there's a pecking order. I understand the pecking order side of it, but for him to get Premier League proven, he needs to be playing Premier League games.
Yeah,
and that's more where I worry that, because right now, let's be honest, it's a results business right now. I don't think you know, we've got 15 games. We would like to win all of them. Let's be honest, and our best is our best chance. You reckon our best chance is to start in MBUEMO every game if he's available? Obviously, look, we've lost Dorgu now.
Yeah.
So it probably frees up. I mean, look, we'll probably be talking about that tomorrow, to be fair, on who's going to replace Dorgu on that side. But
Mr. B, you got to look at it. Yeah. Arsenal have Havertz, Jesus, and the Swedish dude. They rotate.
The Swedish dude. You can't even call his name.
I don't rate him. And I think they rotate a lot. You see periods where Jesus is playing. You see periods when Havertz is around, he'll play. They all got different attributes, and I think the same applies with Sesko. He's got attributes that no one else has in the squad. His height, his running power, his link up. We haven't seen like we haven't seen a fraction of what he's got to do yet. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's got more to his game, and we've seen that even with the link up for the goal the other day. He held up, chested it down. He's developing. He can do that. So imagine you got a guy who's probably one of the quickest in the team. No jokes.
Yeah, he's rapid. Yeah, he's rapid.
He's rapid, isn't he?
Yeah.
Once he gets his legs going, he's rapid. You can work those channels, so you can play him in behind. And then you also got a guy who's probably best header because he's so tall and he can get headed crosses in. He's going to score you 3 goals with headers and in the defensive side of things. Then link up play. That's something I don't think we've seen yet, but we know he's got that in the locker. We saw it the other day with the holding up. It takes a lot for the ball to stick. Last season, Mr. B, you were going crazy because Rasmus could not hold up the ball for love or money. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this guy's got a bit of a complete game about him. So all we need now to spark it, just to get everything working, you just need a bit of confidence to add to his game. And I think he'd be prolific once he gets going. But like I say, he's got an all-round game, which is really good. He's quick, he's strong, he's tall, his hold-up play is good, and and he shoots well as well. He's a good finisher. I know he's snatched a few chances, but that would improve. So we've got a good player.
So you're convinced that it's improved. Obviously, we had -9 coming, and in the beginning, we probably saw faults in his game early.
Yeah,
I don't really see the faults in Sesko's game in regards to the basics. He does really well. I just wonder if we're going to see him enough in what we've got and what Carrick's going to be doing. I mean, we would talk about maybe changing, choosing the games that he would be playing in. Okay, so what games would you be choosing for him to be playing in? Would it be the Man City, Liverpool, Spurs, or would it be the West Ham, Fulham?
I think home for starters. You want to give player confidence and bed him in. You play him at home, don't you? Because there's 70,000 fans loving you. And we play away from home. It's a bit daunting sometimes. You just said it. You put the nail in the head. You hit the nail in the head there, what you just said. He's got all the attributes compared to Rasmus. But what we don't know about him is his characteristics, is his character. That's what we don't know. And we're about to find out, because is he hungry enough to really demand the place? Is he sitting on the bench thinking, right, next opportunity I get, I'm going to smash it so I can't be dropped? Let's see how hungry he is. That's what I want to see about him. Because if he's got that hunger, a bit like the Man City striker, Holland, I mean, he's a hungry, horrible monster, isn't he? He's horrible. And that's what I want to see from Sesko. He looks a bit too nice for me. And at the moment, he got hit in the ball on the face the other day, and he didn't shrug it off. And I think, come on, man, don't do that. We grew up playing with these heavy, muddy balls being hit in your face on the cold winter's days, Mr. B. and we're all right, we just get up, shake it off, and run it off. So yeah, for me, it's all about now seeing what his characteristics are like, where he's got character, where he's got heart, where he's got that fight in him, where he wants to be a monster, because you have to be in the Premier League.
So you're saying that you want him to be more aggressive on the pitch, is it?
Not just physically, because I know he can do it physically, but it's all about mental. It's all about going out there and just being like, grow a beard. Look at us. Look how menacing we look. Anyone who tunes in is just like horrified. Look at these 2 grown men with these ducky beards. We're rusty and rough out here. So I think if he'd done the same, some defenders might be looking at him a bit more worryingly than they do at the moment.
Okay, fair enough. Well, look, you're sounding, you're sounding positive as usual. You don't really dig them out until the season finished.
Have you seen enough to make a judgment? I mean, how are you feeling about him? What's your?
I want to see more. It's mad. I know Mbeumo's the guy in it.
Yeah.
And Cunha's the guy. Cunha, I want it to be the one who I like the most.
Yeah.
Mbeuemo is the one I like the most at the moment. But I want to love Sesko, innit? And he's just not doing enough for me to make me like Ahmad's ahead of him. I'm trying to think who was. Martinez is probably ahead of him. I want him to be higher up my love list. You know what I mean? And he's only going to get that in game time. I mean, we looked at his his highlight reel. Oh man, he was hitting the ball from 30 yards.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that. I'm not saying I don't expect it to be regular. I don't expect it to be every single game.
Mhm.
But show us a little something, you know what I mean? Snap one from 30 yards and let the goalie save it then. At least then we know we've got it in his locker. I think there's so much more that he's gonna give us. Yo, Big G, we see you in the house, man. There's so much more that he can give us. I just want to be able to see it. And I'm not sure I'm gonna see it before the end of the season, Yabba.
Well, look, Mr. B, it's the five subs we get, and anything can happen. We've already had Dorgu go out. I mean, all it takes is like 60 minutes into a game. We'd be cruising, winning 2-3-0. Could be this weekend, hopefully. And then you can bring him on and stretch his legs and get something going, you know. I just feel there are games. He's sort of on the cusp of the first team. He's already played games, hasn't he? He's played games. He's scored goals. He's on the cusp of the first team. So he's not going backwards. If anything, the next step for the manager, if you want to get the best out of him, you've got to start talking to him, find out what's wrong, what's going on with him. Is he settled? Look at his background. How has he settled in Manchester? Has he got a home? Has he got a woman? Has he got a girlfriend? As a manager, you would do. It used to be. I know you would do that. You want to get the best out of your player. You'll be asking, "Everything right home? You know, you're right. Where you going?"
Yeah, I hear that.
I mean, you ask them what's going on and if you can help them, and that could bring it out in him. You know, because obviously he was a sensation in Germany. He was doing the business. He wasn't prolific, but he was so sought after because all the top scouts and all the football people were raving about him, saying this guy's got everything about his game. And but what this is always the thing with me, Mr. B. Like you say, has he got the hunger? Has he got the aggression? Or is he going to end up like Donny van der Beek, happy sitting on the bench and not complaining? I don't want him to be like that. I want him to be.
Oh, can you imagine? Oh
get
my
to beast
God.
mode.
Can you imagine? Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. He needs to up his game a little bit more, shall we say?
One more thing.
Yeah.
When you're 6'5", wherever he is, another thing you got to do: get your elbows out, son. Get your elbows out. You know?
Yeah, but the problem with that is
Claw him out in
nowadays
his face. You know, just
you can't do that. No, you can't get away. That's the problem. He's physical. Look, when you play, how much time referees give fouls against you just because you're bigger than people? You see what I mean? So
back of you, and you think because you don't move, you don't get a foul. So
you understand. So it's hard for him, you know. I mean, look, we'll see. I'm hoping he gets. We've got 15 games left. I would like to think he starts half of those games.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to think he starts between 5 and 7 of them without injury. I'm not talking we're losing MBUEMO, we're losing Cunha. No more injuries, please. No more injuries, please. Talking of injuries, I just want to get your opinion on the Dorgu loss.
Yeah,
obviously,
yes, it's bad, isn't it?
10 to 12 weeks, so his season's finished, basically. Was he miss? Did we miss? What's the word that they say? Did we get his skill set wrong in regards to where the club had been playing him before? And now look, it's only been 2 games. It's only been 2 games, but it seems like he's going to be a really, really big miss. A really big miss for us moving forward. Am I being a little bit over dramatic there?
Well, it's funny that, isn't it, how a player can turn it around for the fan base. And at one point, there was big question marks about him. And that was brought on, like I say, about Amrin saying he lacks confidence when he plays and that kind of thing. But there's definitely a player there. But the physical side of things is perfect. Have you seen him doing his drills, Mr. B, with his personal trainer?
Did you see it?
You're putting the work in. He's doing his little step, you know, shooting and, you know, working hard. And he looks super fit. He looks like a great athlete. And he's got a bit of sugar about him. But I didn't see that when he was playing left wing back because he was getting in positions and it's like, how do you get a yard to get across or beat a man? I wasn't seeing it. He did lack confidence. But playing from the right-hand side, he seems to come out of himself a bit more, like he was when he was playing for Lecce. You know, I know it's a different league, different standard, but at Lecce he was able to. So at
at Lecce he was playing left wing back,
right.
or was he?
I think
He was playing.
he played in various positions, but a lot of the time he's coming in like where Ahmad would play, that sort of right-sided thing, cutting in, or Saka, that sort of role. But it's a real, you know what? It's a real blow for Man United because of what we saw the other day, and we're thinking, oh my gosh, it's like having two new signings with Kobe and him just stepping up. We're delighted to see that, and we're really happy for him because he seems. There was a quote, Mr. B. I don't know what you think about this, but there's a quote coming out the other day, like the expectations, and he came out and said, "Look, I'm only 21, you know." That tells you everything. Do you know what I'm saying? When you really dig it deep, he just said, "Look, I'm 21," and I'm thinking, bro, you've got the physicals already, and you're 21, and you're working hard, putting your stuff on Instagram, showing that you're putting the work in. It can only improve. So it's a big loss for us because there's a player there who's got the right mentors who wants to improve his game.
Oh, look, we'll just have to hope that it gives him time to settle down. At least we know what he's got. It's a shame that we're not going to see him anymore for the rest of the season, I don't think. But look, we'll see. One more before we depart from the short one, because I know Champions League is on and we want to get ourselves prepared for watching that, because next year I think we might be there, you know. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Next year, this could be us. Maguire, a little bit of information about maybe contract extension, not contract extension. I know your opinion on Maguire, but what would you give him? I'm not, because I know you're going to want to give him the extension, but he's 30. How old is Maguire now?
That's a good question. I'm not sure how old he is. I think he may be definitely over 30. I'm not sure. He's maybe 32, 33, I'd say, but I'm not sure.
32, 5th of March.
He's 32 on the 5th of March.
Yeah.
Right,
no, 33, 5th of March. 33, 5th of March.
Okay. So you've got a player there who could still put it in. You never see him sort of. He's not like work extremely hard. Like you don't think like he's physically he's good. He strolls through games, to be honest. You know, with his experience and positioning. I think he's got a good few years left. I mean, from what we've seen, the players who take care of themselves, especially centre back, because you're reading the game. You dictate the game. The game doesn't run for you. You can position yourself. You see the game in front of you. You can sort of pace yourself and get yourself in position early and just deal with what you have to deal with, you know? So I think in that case, he's got a few years ahead of him. But I know people get concerned when you're getting a player that age. You know, it's like a myth, I believe. It's just down to the individual.
You say that, but look at Virgil. This is the example I'll use with Virgil.
Okay.
Last year he was still a Rolls Royce up until the end of last season, to be fair, and then this year he's fallen off. Like he's fallen off a lot.
Yeah.
This is the part that I worry about. You know, if you give them like Bruno, you look at Bruno, you look at Cristiano Ronaldo, maybe slightly different in regards to what they're doing, and I see Bruno top level for the next maybe 4 years.
Yeah.
But I'm just Maguire. Do you give him a 1 year? Do you go all out to give him the 2, knowing that he could drop off for the 1, and then we're wasting the money for another year? I'm not saying wasting, but if you're paying a player wages, I don't want him to be a cheerleader. I want him to be able to contribute in games. And this is what are you?
Well, I think, Mr. B, for me, I've said it for a long time now. I've head and shoulders, he's the best centre back we've got at the club, and above everyone else, even De Ligt or whoever else you want to put in the equation. I think Harry Maguire is the dominant, best centre back. Great, he's got everything, you know, about his game: heading, tackling, leadership skills. Even though people want to run him about being a poor captain, rubbish. And his ball, his ball retention is good. His passing is like exceptional. So based on that alone, it's like with Bruno. Bruno's our best midfielder or best attacking midfielder. Maguire's our best centre back. You need to keep these guys around at the club because it's difficult to like with strikers. It's difficult to get a good centre back these days. It really is. That's going to come in and hit the ground running. I think if you sign him for another contract, you've got people like Heaven and Euro give him more time to sort of develop. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's the best thing to do. Make him sign, so that way Heaven and Euro can still develop behind the scenes without the spotlight being put on them as the main guys. Because being the main guys would be a bit overwhelming for them right now. Let Harry Maguire get another contract. I'm sure everyone watching football for Man United right now will agree that he's been exceptional and shown a lot of fortitude to come back from the lows that he's come back from. So credit to him. He's a top player.
Okay. The question I asked you again. How long are you going to give him?
Well, I don't know how it works these days, but maybe give him a contract extension.
Contract's up in the summer.
So extend
what for how long?
Just to do it year by year.
You just do a year?
Well, yeah. He's probably going to want 2 years, isn't he? But I think, give him a 2 year. Give him a 2 year.
No, you said a year. I'm taking your first answer. This is my mastermind. Cool. You know what? I'm surprised. I thought I was gonna get 2 to 3 years. You've become a realist, Yabba.
No, you know what, it's Mr. B. Like, this is what I'm saying. This is a kudos to Maguire, because I think he can get away with that. He sat on the bench for a long time. They stripped him of the captaincy. He still stays at the club. So if you offer him a 1 more year contract, say, look, can you do us a favour here? We can't offer you 2, but you want to stay at the club, you still get game time. We give you 1. I think he's not like, I don't think he's never shown that sort of temperament to say, F this, I can't take this, I'm a prima donna, I don't want that. Has he? He hasn't shown that. So I think based on that alone, I would give him a rolling 1 year contract and assess it how he goes on. Because he would feel he's got a lot to prove, and he must be shining right now. His chest must be swell up, his head swell up as well, skinning every day, because the luck's on his side again, and people are loving him again. So 1 year contract, keep that extension going.
Okay. And finally, I would give him the year. I would give him the year. I would give him a year. I'm not sure about the rolling, but I would 100% give him a year extension on reduced wages, because that's what we're doing. I think he does want to. And I hope the club don't give him 2, because I think we need to be able to cut ties with players. You know, we decide whether or not you stay, not you decide whether you stay and then you relax. Finally, before we do depart, is he I know you would pick him. Is he going to go to the World Cup?
100% he would be. Look, when you look at England centre-backs right now, you've got Gay, who's decent, but is he proven? Would you rely on him in the World Cup when it really matters? You know, is he a leader? Is he a good communicator? Or does he just humbly get on with his work? John Stones has been around, but he's 30 now, I think. He's sort of on the slide, not getting in the City's team. He's been injured, struggling with injuries. So beyond that, who really is the top England centre-backs out there? You name one.
Well, as I said, I said that the England choice at the moment is Konza and Gahey, who's starting. As you said, Stones is injured. The thing is, he hasn't been in any squad. I understand he hasn't been playing, but do you think he can? That late burst. We're hoping Kobe gets in, aren't we?
Yeah.
Are we? Do you feel that Maguire has the opportunity, especially with what they're lacking?
Well, to me, he's the best England centre back, better than Stones, better than all these guys. And I saw someone in the comments saying Varane was better than Maguire. No, he wasn't. Not at Man United. No way. For me, the best England centre back. He's got more about his game than all these other guys out there. So for me, it's a no-brainer. You've got to pick him for the World Cup. But obviously, I'm not the manager. I can't decide that. But on the eye test and what I see in his fortitude and what he's done in the past for England, you've got to take him to the USA for the World Cup. You have to take him with you, because if you're going to rely, the one weakness with England, they've got a great squad all round. They've got attacking players, good midfield. But where they're vulnerable is defence. So you have to have those leadership skills of someone who's been at previous tournaments and got England to finals of Europeans and semi-finals of World Cups in 2018. That was Harry Maguire, getting team of the tournament, all kinds of things like that. That experience is vital. You need to take him along. Mr. B, just 2 questions for you. Who's your best centre back at Man United Football Club? And you answer England. England Maguire then.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go. I think he'll go. I think he'll go. Yeah, I think he's gonna go. I can't even say anything. I think he's gonna go. I think he will go. I still won't watch it. Oh, you know what? To be fair, if Kobe gets picked, I'm probably gonna watch England play.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly.
I'm probably gonna watch England play.
One
But
of
look, yeah,
our
but
own.
yeah, exactly. I might all go and get them shirts that I see him wearing. Bro, you see how much the shirt costs?
How much?
The Stone Roses one. And it is £140
What, for Man United shirt?
for the shirt. That Stone Roses one that looked like people dash paint all over it.
Are you serious?
Bro, I saw it today.
What do they take?
100 and listen, man, I'm going nowhere near it, innit? I'm going nowhere near it. But
Jesus Christ.
when you see somebody wearing it, understand what they paid for it, yeah? Understand what they paid for it. Yeah,
Why
look,
don't you get a replica shirt and just dash some paint on it?
you'd be better off. You'd be better off. You would be better off. I said, look, I'm not sure what the design is about, but look, somebody will explain it to me, I suppose. But look, Yabba, it's time for us to depart, man. We spoke Maguire, we spoke
Kobe Mainu.
Kobe for a little teeny weeny bit, and we spoke Sesko and Dugo and
Oh, Dorgu, yeah.
Dorgu, yeah, Dorgu. Buy a fake, yeah. There you go, there you go. There's no lull about it, mate. That's what's gonna happen, mate. That's what's gonna happen, boy. No, we're not. We know. Come on, I am titanium. We know that already. We know that already. But guys, look, get yourself ready for the Champions League. Hopefully, one of these English teams will lose to give us something to smile about. We will be back tomorrow with a preview at our normal time of 9 o'clock because it's only conference pick up in UEFA and Europa League playing tomorrow. Yabba, big up, man. Thank you
Big up
very
to
much.
you.
Appreciate it.
Man. Big up to guys.
Guys in the chat, Steph, as always, Bilal, Anthony, bless you and your losing team. We are out. We will be back tomorrow. Cheers, guys.